Well, hello everyone. This is me again. It seems as though it wasn't so very long ago that I was doing this. Actually, as I recall, in the lobby in the Hayes Theatre, which would have been very nearly 12 months ago, when I was doing Sleuth on tour, because it was around my birthday, as I remember. And indeed, it's around my birthday again, because I have also managed to remember, despite my growing number of years, I remember these things. Last time I failed to thank you all for the gift of the elephant that we support as a result of my having a birthday and the generosity of the fan club for having bought the sponsorship of our little elephant. And I understand from Michelle that we've actually renewed it, so the elephant is going to have another year of being looked after, and for that, thank you, and I'm delighted to be able to support the little fellow, who is obviously not quite so little as he was last year. This is coming to you from the London Palladium, somewhere where this time last year I would never have envisaged for 1 minute that I would be talking to you from what used to be the number one dressing room. It's actually now the number 2 dressing room, because when Yul Brynner came to the Palladium, he insisted on having a better dressing room than this, so they actually made another one round the corner, which is what Summer has in this particular production. So I'm in what used to be the number 1, the Judy Garland room, and obviously in this particular dressing room there have been hundreds and if not thousands of very big star names, and I'm obviously very privileged to be here. I've had a ball doing The Sound of Music, never actually thought that I would do it, because although I was apparently their first choice, and indeed we did discuss it at the time when the show first opened, I was of course involved in Casualty, hadn't quite finished my contract before going out on tour with the Unexpected Guest, and so actually it never became a possibility. And then when the second cast change came along, I was back on Casualty, and it never even became an issue because there was no chance of me getting out at that point. So when Sleuth was coming to an end and they asked me to do this, it became a possibility, and I suddenly said, you know, there's obviously something in the water here that makes me think that I have to do the musical for the first time, and it's been a great experience. I've learnt a fantastic amount. I know a number of you have been to see it, and thank you for coming. It's a delight always to see you. It's been a great learning curve because, as you all know, I don't call myself a singer, and it may lead to other things. Ironically, some of the things that we're talking about for the future include musicals, believe it or not, so I haven't completely scared the entire world away. And it actually has been very successful, and I think a lot of people who've seen the production, while I don't think anybody's coming out raving that I can sing like a bird, I think they like what I brought to it as an actor, and indeed changed the dynamics something of the play, and given it a bit more balls, for want of a better word. And I think that the audiences have responded to that. I've had a lot of people who've come and said that they've seen the show in the other incarnations and in this one, and that they actually think the show as a whole is better for it. I'm sure that the purists have gone away thinking that some of their favourite songs like Edelweiss and Something Good have not been quite presented in the way that they would like them, because a purist in musicals, like I am a purist in opera, wants to hear the music sung beautifully. And obviously I don't quite do that, but I've certainly got a lot better since the beginning. And hopefully in the next one, which I think will be interesting, because I think I'll carry away a lot from this in terms of what I will learn and what I have learned in terms of how to present songs. I think the next time around in a musical I'll do better from the musical perspective. It's been a joy. It's coming to an end. Only another 15 performances to do. We don't know quite where we're going next. I'm going to direct a short film and get back to doing some work with my production company. As I say, there are a couple of musicals being discussed and a couple of other stage plays that are being discussed and some television that's being discussed, but as you all know, there's a credit crunch and a lot of things in television are very much in flux at the moment. And I also need some time at home. I haven't been home for a long time. I literally haven't been home for a month because of the weather. The last 2 weekends I've not even been able to get home, and so I'm looking forward to seeing whether my farm is still vertical. But I need some time at home because I've been on the road, as you well know, for nearly that's about 13 months really since I finished since I finished on Casualty. Went straight into Sleuth and then virtually straight into Sound of Music. So it actually will be quite nice just to have some time at home and do some things. So that's where I'm going. I know you'll all be doing pretty much the same things that you have been doing. I've obviously bumped into a lot of you during the course of the year You've been fantastic supporters of what I've been doing, and I really am most grateful to that. I've had lovely gifts and lots of very thoughtful messages and whatever, and it's always a great joy to see you outside the theatres when I come out and having performed. And hopefully it will not be long before we'll know exactly what I'm doing next, and you will be kept informed, I'm sure, by Michelle and the site that is doing so terribly well. I mean, God bless, thank you very much, and I'm sure I'll see you all soon.